What up, guys? It's downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando, Florida, for Friday, July 20th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Warner Bros. And DC's upcoming Joker origin film starring Joaquin Phoenix will be released on October 4th, 2019. Warner Bros. Made the announcement Wednesday as the studio prepares to host a special presentation on a number of their upcoming films on Saturday during the San Diego Comic-Con. Joker, from director Todd Phillips, who co-wrote the project with Scott Silver, is described as being a gritty character study with a dark tone. Emma Tinglinger-Kossoff is producing along with Richard Beretta, executive producing. The film will take place outside of DC's extended film universe and will help launch a new DC Comics banner at Warner Brothers that will allow the studio to tell unique comic book stories using different actors in the title roles. The Joker was last portrayed by Jared Leto in Suicide Squad, who's expected to reprise the role in a Suicide Squad sequel and in a standalone film that Leto is executive producing. Jennifer Lopez has a new big office job after working in retail in the first trailer for Second Act. The trailer, released Thursday, features Lopez as a retail worker wanting more out of her life and career who gets passed over for a promotion at her store. Lopez suddenly gets a call about a new job. However, when her friends create a fake resume and Facebook page that falsely claims she obtained a business degree, is fluent in Mandarin, and has met former President Barack Obama. Lopez does well in the interview and is offered a position at a Manhattan office, forcing her to do everything possible to keep her job and the truth about her credentials hidden. Second Act, from director Peter Siegel, is set to arrive in theaters on November 21st. Mio Ventimiglia, Leah Remini, Vanessa Hudgens, Freddie Storma, Annalee Ashford, Dan Buchananski, Treat Williams, and Larry Miller also star. Robin leaves behind his past as Batman's ally and begins fighting crime his way in the first trailer for DC's upcoming live-action television series Titans. The clip, released Thursday at the start of San Diego Comic-Con, features Robin, played by Brenton Thalowitz, showing off a darker side of his personality as he brutally assaults a group of criminals using a gun, something that Batman wouldn't stand for. The trailer also introduces powerful psychic Raven, played by Tegan Croft, who meets with Robin, looking for help as she can't control her powers. DC comic characters such as Beast Boy, played by Ryan Potter, and Starfire, played by Anna Doip, also make appearances in this dark and gritty take on Teen Titans. Titans will appear exclusively on DC's upcoming streaming service, DC Universe, that is slated to launch in the fall. The service will feature a library of old and original DC content, such as new live-action programs, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, along with animated content such as the highly anticipated third season of Young Justice and a series based around Harley Quinn. Other content will include a number of DC animated films, all four live-action Christopher Reeve Superman movies, Batman, the animated series, and an access to a collection of digital comics, among other items. DC Universe subscriptions will be available for $7.99 a month or for $74.99 a year. Samuel L. Jackson is back as Elijah Price, aka Mr. Glass, in a new sneak peek for the upcoming Comic-Con trailer of crossover thriller Glass. Universal released a teaser for the trailer on Thursday featuring Jackson's crazed Mr. Glass, who is returning to prove superheroes exist in the real world following his appearance in Unbreakable. The villain says in the clip, "I'm a comic book expert. I created the extraordinary. It's time to show the world what we are capable of." Glass, from series director M. Night Shyamalan, is set to arrive in theaters on January 18, 2019. It will work as both a sequel to Unbreakable and split as Bruce Willis returns as the superpowered David Dunn from Unbreakable to take on James McAvoy's demented Beast from Split. A poster featuring Mr. Glass and the Beast was released in June that presents all three characters sitting together in what appears to be a mental institution. The first trailer for Glass is set to be released on Friday. NCIS promoting Deanna Reasonover in the wake of Paulie Perret's exit. The 26-year-old actress will play Casey Hines as a series regular in season 16 of the CBS series following Perret's departure from the police procedural. CBS confirmed the news in a tweet Wednesday. The studio wrote, Q at Deanna Reason Over. We're so excited to welcome you full-time to season 16 of #NCIS as forensic scientist Casey Hines. Reason Over first portrayed Casey in a recurring capacity in season 15. She appeared with the cast in the season 15 finale, which marked Perret's final episode after season 15 as Abby Sukota. NCIS Season 16 will star Mark Harmon and Dave McCallum, who plays Leroy Gibbs and Ducky Mallet. NCIS posted a video Monday of Brian Ditsons, who portrays Dr. Jimmy Palmer, after filming began on the new season. 40-year-old actor says, I just got finished filming the first scene of the first episode of NCIS Season 16, and it was great. He added, we premiered on September 25th, so please tune in. I mean, I've just got to say, if every scene we do this year is good as the one we just did, I don't want to toot our own horn here, but it wasn't too shabby. Paula Faris is leaving Good Morning America and The View for a new role at ABC News. The 42-year-old television correspondent will take her leave at the end of the season after serving for 4 years as a co-anchor on the weekend GMA and for 3 years as the host of The View. ABC News President James Goldstone announced the news in a note to staff published Wednesday. He praised Faris as a, quote, versatile journalist and superb broadcaster with a keen understanding of stories that resonate with fans of GMA and The View. He says Paula has played an important role at both shows, offering an insightful and intelligent take on the biggest stories of the day. She's been instrumental to their success. Faris will begin her role in the fall. She will cover, quote, the most consequential stories of the day, help lead the charge on breaking news, and focus on key bookings, in addition to launching a podcast on faith. Faris confirmed the news of her departure in a tweet Wednesday. The star wrote, excited, grateful for the opportunity to cover big stories and talk to the people at the center of them. She added, Thank you to the gracious teams at GMA Saturday and Sunday and at The View. Not going far, but I'll miss you. However, I won't miss that 3 a.m. wake up on weekends. Sony has moved up the release date of director Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, to July 26, 2019. The film, set in L.A. during the summer of 1969, when the Manson family murders took place, was originally going to be released on the 50th anniversary of the massacre on August 9, 2019. The release date wasn't changed because of the anniversary, but to allow the film to have more playtime during the summer, Billboard reported, cited studio insiders. DiCaprio will be featured in the film as fading television star Rick Dalton, with Pitt as his stunt double, Cliff Booth. DiCaprio shared an on-set photo of himself with Pitt in June. DiCaprio and Pitt will be joined by Margot Robbie as actress Sharon Tate, who was murdered by the Manson family, Burt Reynolds, Dakota Fanning as Manson family associate Lynette Squeaky Fromm, Al Pacino, Damian Lewis as actor Steve McQueen, Emile Hirsch, Timothy Olyphant, James Marsden, and Tim Roth. Sony also announced release dates for Zombieland 2, which will arrive on October 11, 2019, Little Women set for December 25, 2019, and Bloodshot set for February 21, 2020. Slender Man was moved from August 24th to August 10th, and Searching was moved from August 3rd to August 24th. Cedric the Entertainer was honored with the 2,640th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in Los Angeles on Thursday. Cedric, born Cedric Antonio Cowles, received the star in the ceremony in front of the El Centro apartment complex on Hollywood Boulevard, honoring his accomplishments as a comedian and actor in film and television. Cedric wrote on Twitter, much love to all of you for your acknowledgement of me receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today. Your support of my work throughout the years is a big reason why this day has come. Thank you, and I'm only getting started. Cedric received encouragement from fellow comedian Percy Cruz to become a stand-up comedian, which eventually led to an acting career beginning as a cast member on the WB comedy The Steve Harvey Show in 1996. He also starred in the 2000 comedy concert film The Original Kings of Comedy, as well as Codename The Cleaner, and 2005's The Honeymooners. He also voiced characters in Madagascar's film series and Charlotte's Web. He is currently a cast member on the TBS comedy The Last OG, and is set to star in the CBS comedy The Neighborhood, premiered on October 1st. Comedian George Lopez spoke on Cedric's behalf during the ceremony, noting he never heard anyone in Hollywood say a bad word about Cedric. Lopez says, "The one thing that I'm sure of in the 39 years that I've been able to call myself a professional comedian is I don't think I've seen anyone more deserving of all of this love, more deserving of a friend, more deserving as a peer." Los Angeles Lakers legend Urban Magic Johnson also took to the podium to praise Cedric for using his platform to not only entertain, but also to uplift our community, especially in the black and brown community. Johnson says people who don't have a voice, you give them a voice, and you always support people no matter what their status is, no matter how much money they make. You use your platform to always uplift people. Thorpe's daughter had an intimate second wedding ceremony in Italy. E! News reported B. Schaefer married Francesco Corazzini again in Portofino after tying the knot in New York last week. Schaefer and Corazzini said their I do's in front of a small group of family and friends, according to WWD. Corazzini's aunt, Clara Zuzana, and family friend Lapo Iklan were among the guests. Schaefer wore an ivory lace gown with the matching veil, while Corazzini sported a blue double-breasted suit and navy tie. Corazzini changed into casual clothes to visit his mother's grave after the ceremony. Schaefer and Corazzini initially wed July 14th at Wintour's home in Long Island, with designer Donatella Versace, actor Colin Firth, and other stars in attendance. The couple had a strict no social media policy during their wedding. Schaefer is the daughter of Wintour, the editor-in-chief of Vogue, while Corazzini's late mom was the editor-in-chief of Italian Vogue. The couple confirmed their engagement in March 2007, according to People. Bruce Springsteen made a during Billy Joel's historic 100th concert at Madison Square Garden on Wednesday, with the music icons performing a pair of songs together. Joel said while introducing Springsteen on stage, "We go back a long way. We were both on the same record label and got dumped by the same label. We go way back. This is an Oscar winner, a Grammy winner, and a Tony Award winner. Please welcome Bruce Springsteen." The pair performed Springsteen's 10th Avenue Freeze Out, where the boss was sitting atop Joel's piano for part of the set. The legendary artist then launched into Springsteen's Born to Run. Joel holds the record for most performances at Madison Square Garden in New York City, having started a residency at the famed venue in 2014. Madison Square Garden is paying tribute to Joel by placing a permanent piano fixture in his honor at the stadium. Joel first performed at Madison Square Garden on December 14, 1978. Joel will be performing at the venue through December. Meanwhile, Bruce Springsteen's one-man show titled Broadway will debut December 15th on the streaming service Netflix. The premiere date marks the final night of Springsteen's sold-out 236-show run he's enjoyed at the Walter Kerr Theater on Broadway. The stage version is written by Springsteen and directed and produced by Emmy Award winner Tom Zimmy. The film version appearing on Netflix is being produced by the same theater team, which also includes Springsteen's manager John Landau and tour director George Travis with Barbara Carr. Springsteen on Broadway is based on his recent autobiography, Born to Run, and is billed as an intimate evening with the musician as he tells stories using his guitar and the piano. It also features a special appearance by Springsteen's wife and bandmate Patti Sciaffa. Chief of Content Officer of Netflix, Ted Sarandos, said in a statement, "We're thrilled to bring Bruce Springsteen, a master storyteller, humanitarian, and a voice of every man, to Netflix in this historic one-man show. This groundbreaking experience defies the boundaries of theater, concerts, and films, and will give our global audience an intimate look at one of the biggest cultural icons of our time." Landau says, "The purpose of the film is to bring this incredibly intimate show to Bruce's entire audience intact and complete. In addition to its many other virtues, Netflix has provided for a simultaneously worldwide release, which is particularly important for our massive international audience. Ted Sarandos and the entire company's support has been a perfect match for Bruce's personal commitment to the film version of Springsteen on Broadway." Jones has been hospitalized with a bacterial infection, prompting the singer to cancel a show scheduled for Thursday at the Chester Race Course in Chester, England. The concert is being rescheduled for August 12th, and those who can't make the new date will be offered refunds at their point of purchase. A statement released on Jones's Twitter account says, "Sir Tom Jones has a bacterial infection for which he's being treated in a hospital. The condition is being well managed, and we're hoping for a speedy recovery. It continued by saying he is extremely sorry and disappointed not to be able to perform tonight and sincerely apologizes for inconveniences caused to the audience and all those who are involved with the event. The show at the Chester Racecourse was the second show Jones canceled over the illness. He was also supposed to perform at the Stansted Park in Chichester, England on Wednesday. Jones also posted a statement on his Twitter account where he further apologized for the cancellations. He wrote, "I'm sorry for canceling last night's show in Chichester. It was the worst feeling having to let down everyone who was coming as well as everyone who was involved with the event. I know many of you traveled considerable distance and made plans with friends and family to take a lot of effort, and it is so disappointing when things don't go right." He concluded, "A sincere thank you for your support and understanding." Pink says touring with her two kids is, quote, the hardest thing she's ever done. The 38-year-old singer said it in a brand new episode of Reese Witherspoon's Shine On with Reese series that brings 7-year-old daughter Willow and 18-month-old son Jameson on her beautiful Trauma World Tour is tricky, exhausting, but rewarding experience. She told Witherspoon, "Going on tour with children is really tricky. It's exhausting. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, but I'm very, very fortunate that I get to bring my kids with me and that I kind of get to integrate them into my life." Pink and her kids have traveled to several cities, including London, Budapest, and Berlin. The star said she shared a moving moment with Willow at the Holocaust Memorial in Berlin. She recalled, "Willow, she was like, wait, my mom's Jewish, my mom's Jewish, well then I'm Jewish. Well then this could have been us. And at 6 to watch those wheels turn." Pink is parents to Will and Jameson with her husband, former motocross pro Carey Hart, who is also accompanying the singer on tour. Pink will perform Thursday in Melbourne and posted a photo of Willow and Jameson at Rod Laver Arena. She captioned the picture, "Walking into the venue today." Kicked off her beautiful Trauma tour in March and will bring the venture to a close in May 2019. She and Hart shared photos earlier this month from their time in Bali, Indonesia. Chance the Rapper surprised release and surprised fans with the release of 4 new songs on Wednesday after initially denying that he was going to release a full-length album. The tracks titled Workout, Wallet Cam, I Might Need Security, and 65th and Ingleside were released through his website, chanceraps.com, all major music streaming platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music, and on his YouTube page. Chance announced the release of the 4 songs on Twitter, along with 4 images of artwork that consists of colorful shapes. On tracks I Might Need Security, Chance announced that he has purchased dormant Chicago area news site Chicagoist. He raps about the Chicagoist just to run your racist bitches out of business. Chance said later in an official statement, "I'm extremely excited to be continuing the work of the Chicagoist, an integral local platform for Chicago news, events, and entertainment. Look forward to relaunching it and bringing the people to Chicago, an independent media outlet focused on amplifying diverse voices and content." Chance is reportedly working on a full-length album with Kanye West, noted Pitchfork. The South Korean boy band BTS has another album reaching #1 among Amazon Music pre-orders. The K-pop group's agency Big Hit Entertainment confirmed Thursday that BTS has the most sought-after album, Love Yourself Answer, in Amazon CD and vinyl category, according to Yonhap News Agency. Amazon started accepting pre-orders of Love Yourself Answer on Wednesday. BTS has notified fans on Twitter that the album will be available to pre-order on the company's website. Love Yourself Answer will debut on August 24th. Each Amazon order costs $27.98 and included the 2 CD albums with a photo book, random photo card, and a special poster. BTS previously topped the Amazon Music pre-order list with its EP Love Yourself Her, which debuted in September, and the album Love Yourself Tear, which was released in May. BTS shared plans for Love Yourself Answer this week. The album marks the group's 3rd and final installment in the Love Yourself series. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1973, the actor and martial arts expert Bruce Lee dies in Los Angeles at the age of 32 from a brain edema possibly caused by a reaction to a prescription painkiller. During Lee's all-too-brief career, he became a movie star in Asia and posthumously in America. Bruce Lee was born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco, California. At the time, his father, a Chinese opera star, was on tour in the United States. Family moved back to Hong Kong in 1941. Growing up, Lee was a child actor who appeared in some 20 Chinese films. He also studied dancing and training in the Wing Chun style of Kung Fu, also known as Kung Fu. In 1959, Lee returned to America, where he eventually attended the University of Washington and opened a martial arts school in Seattle. In 1964, he married Linda Emery, who in 1965 gave birth to Brandon Lee, the first of the couple's 2 children. In 1966, Lee moved to Los Angeles, and Bruce appeared on the television program The Green Hornet, playing the Hornet's acting sidekick Kato. He also appeared in karate tournaments around the United States and continued to teach martial arts to private clients, including the actor Steve McQueen. In search of better acting roles than Hollywood was offering, Lee returned to Hong Kong in the early 70s and established himself as a star in Asia with the action movies The Big Boss, 1971, and The Way of the Dragon, 1972, which he wrote, directed, and starred in. Lee's next film, Enter the Dragon, was released in the United States by Hollywood Studios Warner Brothers in August 1973. Tragically, Lee had died 1 month earlier on July 20th in Hong Kong after suffering a brain edema believed to be caused by an adverse reaction to a pain medication. Enter the Dragon was a box office hit, eventually grossing more than $200 million, and Lee possibly becoming a movie icon in America. Lee's body was returned to Seattle, where he was buried. His sudden death at the young age of 32 led to rumors and speculations about the cause of his demise. One theory held that Lee had been murdered by Chinese gangsters, while another rumor circulated that the actor had been the victim of a curse. The family curse theory resurfaced when Lee's 28-year-old son, Brandon, who had followed in his father's footsteps to become an actor, died in an accidental shooting on the set of the movie The Crow on March 31, 1981. The younger Lee was buried next to his father at Seattle's Lakeview Cemetery. And as your entertainment report for Friday, July 20th, 2018, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.